You can see clean cut right through the PPF over here. Shouldn't have a problem with that. PPF is coming off quite nicely, which is pretty good. Bet you with one quick swipe I could probably remove the whole thing. Yep. That's exactly what you want. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric. Behind me is my personal car. It's a 2024 Tesla Model 3. It's in the ultra red and it's wrapped with our Defense Plus matte paint protection film. And in today's video, I'm going to be removing it. Why would I remove paint protection film off of my car after just wrapping it like 6 months ago? To be honest with you, I like it. It looks good, but I also like the ultra red paint color that's underneath it. So we're going to be unwrapping it and then we're going to be rewrapping it in our clear Defense Plus paint protection film. We're also going to be doing a full paint correction on it and ceramic coating as well too. But in this video, I'm just going to be doing a real-time paint protection film removal process because it is a question that we get asked often. How hard is it to remove paint protection film? How long does it take? What does the process all entail? Well, in today's video, we're going to go over that. It's going to include using a steamer, a heat gun, Olfa knife, and I can't even think of what else to say. We're going to throw the kitchen sink at it. We're going to get the paint protection film removed, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's get into it. I got my red dot knife right here with my Olfa blade, 30 degree, freshly snapped off. So what I like to do is I have the hood propped open here. It's not closed. What I like to do is just very gently, I like to take my knife you can hear the squealing. I like to work my way around the entire edge of the car. What I'm doing this for is I'm just trimming off the wrapped edge, because a lot of your time consumption when it comes time to unwrap PPF is going to be getting the edges unwrapped. So what I like to do is trim off the edges, and then once the edges are removed, then I can start to remove the paint protection film with ease. And now, as you can see, I'm just going to close that. This is just going to make removing the hood so much easier. There we go. And that's good. Now I'm going to remove this right until there. Okay, that's where it stops. I'm going to take the knife and I'm going to pick up right where it left off. Squealing noise is the noise that you want to hear. It means that you're just scoring the paint protection film. You're cutting far enough through that you can rip the film apart, but not far enough through where you're actually cutting into the paint. A lot of the times when the blade goes silent, you're either going too deep, or you're in the paint, or you're not going deep enough. You don't really have to worry about doing the world's most perfectly straight cut, just simply because this is all being pulled off. There we go. I'm just going to kick that over there. We'll clean that up later. Now I'm going to come back over here. We're going to do the middle of the hood. And I'm just going to take my thumbnail and start picking at it. I might have to get from underneath. Should probably just open the hood. That would just be smarter. But I just got this, so that's good. Okay, that's where that stopped. Now we're going to come back over here and we're going to pick up where we left off. After this hood is done, I'm going to snap my blade off one more time just because I feel like it is starting to get duller. There we go. That's good. Now what I'm going to do is I got my bucket of hot water here. I also have my steamer going. Can use that once I run out of hot water. But I latch the hood shut now just simply because as I start to pull on the paint protection film, I don't want the hood opening up, all that. I don't want it opening up. I'm losing my words here right now, but as you can see, I got the film peeled up right here. All I'm going to do is just take the hot water. I'm only going to do just a little bit. Now, as I pull, I'm lifting up and I'm pulling towards me. As it starts to pull harder, that's your sign to start adding more hot water to the film. By lifting up and pulling the film towards you, what you're going to end up doing is you're going to end up making sure that there's not a lot of adhesive left behind. If I were to take the paint protection film and pull like this, the adhesive is going to separate from the paint protection film, and I'm going to have to clean that off. Now this last bit of water, just going to pour that there. There we go. That is good. Now, what I'm going to do is come over here. I'm going to get more hot water. And then we're going to do the front bumper next. So, to do the front bumper, I need to pop the hood open. So I'm just going to come over here, go inside the car, hit open. We're going to pop this open. What I'm going to do right now, snap my blade off. We're going to come right over here. And I'm trimming off this wrapped edge under the frunk. That's good. Now I'm just going to come underneath here. I got my fingernail on the wrapped edge. Just peeling that back. There we go. Now when we get there, I don't got to worry about fighting with that edge. And that's exactly what we want. So I'm going to come right here, pouring my hot water over the film. And then I'm getting my film between the fender and the front bumper. Peel back. You can see the film started to rip a little bit there. Go, that's good. That's exactly what you want. Film is coming off super easy, which is good. Now, underneath here, we do have a lot of damage. I mentioned this in a previous video where I did hit an approach going into a parking lot in Fort Collins, Colorado. So after this is done, I'll get the camera underneath there and we'll inspect it. But I do suspect the PPF did not save the entire bumper and that there will be considerable paint damage underneath there. There we go. Got the bumper. Now we're going to come over here. We're going to get our steamer going. And I'm just going to get this steaming up nicely. It's got the film super soft now. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just focusing on removing the PPF along the very top of this bumper piece. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to steam up the bottom here. And slowly start removing this. There we go. That's the bumper. Let's do the fenders now. So right now what I'm going to do, just going to take my knife. I'm going to come back over here. I'm just going to trim off this wrapped edge. Just trying to get this edge peeled back. Easier said than done. There we go. Perfect. Now, what I'm going to do is take the steamer and we're going to start over here at the very front of the front fender. We're also going to remove the headlight tint as well too, as after 6 months and almost 30,000 kilometers of driving, I just have yet to enjoy the look of it. I thought maybe it would grow on me, but apparently it hasn't. Just getting this area nice and hot. I forgot that I had wrapped the PPF on the inside of the fender, so this could be a little bit fun. I do have to remove the side cameras as well. I will do that later and get the rest of the PPF off from behind there. I will have to take and clean this edge with an adhesive remover afterwards. One thing to note with doing this is all factory paint. Car was wrapped as soon as I got it, and I got no problem being a little bit more aggressive removing PPF off of factory paint. If it was repainted by a body shop, there's no chance I would be as aggressive with the film as I have been with this. Probably wondering, why am I bouncing around between steamer and hot water? Well, I don't have a very big hot water tank where I'm at, and I can only get about 2 buckets of hot water from that tank before it needs a few minutes to warm up. All right, there we go, that's good. As you can see, this steamer is running low. I'll get this off here, get this A-pillar off, and then I'll refill the bucket. PPF is coming off quite nicely, which is pretty good. Bet you with one quick swipe I could probably remove the whole thing. Yep, no problem, minus that part. I should mention that removing paint protection film that's been on a vehicle for 6 months is considerably easier than, oh, I guess somehow I turned this thing off, so now it has to heat up again. My mistake. As I was saying, I should mention that removing paint protection film that's been on a vehicle for 6 months is considerably easier than removing PPF that has been on for about 10 years. If it had been on for 10 years or even a few years, this whole process would be 2-3 times longer. All right, so we're gonna do the mirror next. A little bit of hot water on there. Just gonna get this peeling. There we go. That's good. Feels weird talking you guys through a PPF removal as opposed to doing a PPF installation, which is what this channel has been built on. But hey, if I'm going to teach you how to install something, I should probably also be teaching you guys how to remove it as well too. So we're going to go over to the driver's side, and we're going to do the front fender. I'm going to save the doors and the rear fenders for last. So I'm going to start over here. Now, let's get this piece peeled up here. Just gotta get my finger on it. There we go. All right. This should remove quite nicely over here, just like everything else has on this vehicle. That's what you want. That feels really good. A little bit of adhesive to remove there. That's not going to be bad. There we go, mirror's done. Now I gotta create my edge over here on this A-pillar. Okay, there we go. That's good. Now I can take and pour oh, that's not good. Got a little bit too aggressive there. Same thing there. There we go. Just got to get the right momentum to it. No adhesive left behind. Perfect. Got ourselves a nice big pile of PPF right there. All right, so to speed up this video, what I've gone ahead and done is I've trimmed off all of the edges, the wrapped edges. That way we can actually get this PPF removed a lot quicker without making this video a full hour long. I've also removed the window trim so I can actually peel the film from the top down. So we're gonna do this door right here. Just gonna pour a little bit of hot water on it. And we're gonna start just pulling the film. All right, that's one door down. Now, we're going to start from here. Like I said earlier in the video, if you're going to remove paint protection film, If it hasn't been on the vehicle for that long, and it is factory paint underneath and not repainted at some random body shop, you can get a little bit more aggressive with removing the film, as long as it's the right temperature and the film is not super cold. Perfect. Now we're going to do this rear fender piece. Perfect. All right, now we're going to start with doing this piece on the rear hatch. And I just got a shoe full of hot water. That's always fun. See, this is what you don't want right over here. It's the first time I've seen a little bit of adhesive get left behind. Luckily, adhesive remover shouldn't have a problem with that. There we go. That's done. Now, I'm actually going to close it, get more hot water, and then to do the top of the rear hatch. Once you have the right technique to remove paint protection film, it can go pretty quick. I think we're going to meet in the middle now. There we go. Rear hatch is done. Let's save the rear bumper for last. Your fingers and your knuckles, they definitely take a beating doing this. Okay, that I'm going to leave because that damage down there, I'm going to do that last. Before I get to the last panel, the rear bumper. Okay, now that we have that peeled, Last door before we do the rear bumper and the lower rocker. Let's get a little bit more hot water. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to remove that over there where we do have significant paint damage. So I'm going to unplug my steamer and bring it around to the driver's side, and we're going to exercise some extreme caution around this area because of how the paint is peeled up. All right, there we go. Okay, so you've actually started to peel a little bit from where the damage was, right over here. So you get this nice and hot with the steamer. Now very slowly, I'm gonna peel that back. Huh, okay, here we go. You can see clean cut right through the PPF over here. And if I get down, you can see it's just peeled the paint back there. So that's going to require a bit of love before I put the PPF back on top, the clear PPF that is. But I think we're good to take the rest of this off. Oh yeah, that came off like nothing. Perfect. That is good. Now we can do the rear bumper. So for the rear bumper, I'm going to bring my chair over. So we're going to heat up the PPF over here. Probably should have pulled the mud flap off, but I think we can work our way around that. Go. Before I get too carried away, should definitely remove the PPF off the tow hook covers. Now I got to go do the front one as well too. There we go. Now just got to go do the headlights and the tow hook cover up front. There we go. There we go. This comes off super easy. And the area where we had the rock hit
Just left a little bit of adhesive left.
That'll be easy to remove that. All right. All the PPF has been removed from the vehicle. If you're still with me, I can't thank you enough for watching this video, supporting this channel. If you guys did enjoy this video, leave a comment down below if you got any questions, comments, concerns, whether it's about applying PPF, removing PPF, or just anything in the PPF industry related. Feel free to ask in the comments down below. As always, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more paint protection film content that we got coming your way as we approach 100,000 subscribers. We'll see you in the next one.